Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Matt Ashley, Chief Medical Officer at Center for Neuroskills, and I'm here to introduce you to a remarkable patient we treated in our Fort Worth clinic. Nora Canales is a competent, professional woman whose life was devastated when she contracted COVID-19 in 2020. Her case reflects what current research reveals, that many COVID patients have long-term neurological issues post-infection. That's why Nora's case is so meaningful to us. She's overcome tremendous hurdles, and every day she's reclaiming her life, her dignity, and her competency. COVID is often thought of as a respiratory illness, but its damage can also cause neurological deficits that are common in the brain injury patients we treat at CNS. After infection, many COVID patients have difficulties with memory, cognition, behavior, and physical weakness. The mind and body are compromised in many cases because the respiratory system fails and the brain doesn't receive sufficient oxygen. This can deprive us of our ability to speak, reason, move, and function normally. This is the case with so many people like Nora. Her situation was severe. She developed pneumonia and was on a ventilator for 32 days. Now, after 3 months at CNS, she's speaking, walking, eating, and living in our residences. She shops, cooks, cleans, and goes on outings with her family. Soon, she'll reclaim her self-sufficient life. She also wants to return to her career as a case manager in the mental health field. Nora is making great strides because her treatment plan was tailored to specific needs and specific goals. At CNS, we've been treating neurological injuries for over 40 years.
Hi, my name is Nora Canales, and I'm a post-COVID patient here at CNS. I came here when my family researched and found CNS, and they showed me all the things that they could possibly help me with, and that's how I came here. It started on a Friday and I was fine. And the next morning I woke up feeling very sick, and it started from there. I went into the hospital and where the ambulance picked me up at my home, and I was diagnosed with COVID and a pneumonia, which I did not know I had. They told me that it was pretty serious. They showed me the x-rays where my lungs were covered with COVID and the pneumonia. I had one of the doctors come talk to me and tell me that I had pretty much no choice but to go on a ventilator, and I did not want to. I was so against it, but by the following morning I was worse. So I agreed to it, and that's what began my journey into all this. I was on the ventilator for 32 days, and when I finally did wake up, I was pretty much paralyzed from the bottom, from my waist down. I couldn't move my leg. When I got here to CNS with COVID, I was over COVID, but what COVID had done to me, to my body physically, and what it had done to my mind, my way of thinking, my heart, everything. I was at one of the lowest, it was the lowest point in my life. I didn't think there was a way that I was going to recover from this. There were so many times before I got here that I wanted to give up. But I couldn't. Because I would think, if I give up, how will I give up? And I have one son that I couldn't give up. I had to be here for him. But when I got here to CNS, immediately the positiveness, the first night that I spent here at CNS at the house, I slept. I felt comfortable. I felt at peace, because I couldn't even sleep with my light turned off. That's how frantic, how scared, anxious, so many different things, because of all the many different experiences that I went through because of COVID. I would lay there thinking, I'm not going to make it. I don't want to make it. Just end it for me, God. Just go ahead. But I remember that when I got here, the girls told me, you are going to get better. There is a solution. We are here to help you. And this is what we do, and you're not a bother to us. Counseling has also helped me tremendously here, talking about my emotions, what I've gone through, and what my plans are for the future. after I leave CNS. And I was a case manager for almost 20 years in the mental health field. I hope to return back to that. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. My employer has been very open and caring with me and trying to work with me on this. My hope is that I can return back to helping people the way I was before, like I've done for so many years. That, I don't know, that's just me, and I hope that whatever I decide to do, or whatever God has ahead for me in the next 15, 20 years in my life, that it is to help others. What it has helped me to experience this is what my clients, my patients, it's me being on the other side. I have seen what it's like to walk with a walker, to depend on a cane, to depend on people helping you. But it's important that it's caring people like here at CNS. Thank you.
I'm always moved by Nora's story, and I hope you saw in her what we see, a woman who now has a second chance. She's a great source of pride for her team of therapists, for her case manager, and for me as a physician. Her story proves that our expertise and trained staff, combined with our amazing patients' dedication and hard work, can transform lives by recognizing each unique situation, then developing a plan that meets those needs. We have a company saying at CNS, and I can't think of a better example of that sentiment than Nora. The phrase is, patients don't plateau, and that's certainly the case with her.